Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Dolphins are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Packers defense that needs to be ready for that.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and to the newly renovated Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers now on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, Anderson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Tannehill. It's caught. Stills, right side. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33. Yo,
Out of the gun, Tannehill going underneath for Matthews. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. A give left side to Matthews. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. Matthews unable to hang on. That'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second down following the incompletion.
Single. Triple left. Watch this. Here we go. Tight right. Right. 28. 6 guys.
Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. The play clock's running down. Matthews will try and get him in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays up.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this out to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. On third down, they go Montgomery. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
To the ground, this time Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up. To about the 35-yard line. They start the drive with Matthews. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He dumps it off to Matthews. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Second down, 8. Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first down carry for Matthews. Ooh, with a juke. He's to the 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 41-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
10 yards still left on second down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Tannehill now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. Jarvis Landry past the 20 and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Reset. Easy. 319. Hey, 626. 319.
Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They give it to Anderson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's got Bennett. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Coming right, this is Matthews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Tannehill. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Matthews. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nick Perry coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Back now in Miami. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Complete to Janis. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rodgers to throw once more. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Timmons from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So now here come the Dolphins. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And a handoff to Matthews. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Play clock winding down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Shakes off the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Tenth carry now for Anderson. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Following the penalty, Montgomery shifts by him, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down, Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
26.
Running for it, Montgomery. And an alley to run. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Miami, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.